Hi, I'm famed Ketover of Lenguin.com, and this is Mandarin Chinese. Are you Chinese? No. Are you English? No. Are you German? No. Why do I feel like I'm playing 20 questions? So last time we looked at asking yes/no questions about nationality. Now listen to a question asking which country someone is from. What's your nationality?
你是哪国人？你是哪国人？
I'm an American.
我是美国人。我是美国人。
The word for which is
哪？哪？哪？
The word for which
哪？
is a bound word, which means it can't stand by itself. If you add another bound word, 国, meaning country, you'll have a free word meaning which country. Listen.
哪国？哪国？哪国？
Now add person
人
to which country,
哪国
and you have which country person.
哪国人
Notice that 国 loses its tone.
哪国人？哪国人？哪国人？
Listen for
哪国人？
which country person in the exchange. What's your nationality?
你是哪国人？你是哪国人？
I'm American.
我是美国人。我是美国人。
We translate it as what's your nationality since the word for word translation sounds a bit off. You are which country person? Here it is live.
你是哪国人？
我是美国人。
Here's a new live exchange.
你是哪国人？
我是中国人。
Here it is with the English following.
你是哪国人？
What's your nationality?
我是中国人。
I'm Chinese. Here's another live dialogue. Listen carefully.
马先生是美国人吗？
不是，他不是美国人，
他是哪国人？
他是中国人。
Try translating it.
马先生是美国人吗？
Is Mr. Ma an American?
不是，他不是美国人。
No, he isn't an American.
他是哪国人？
What's his nationality?
他是中国人。
He's Chinese. American
美国人
and which country person
哪国人
are confusingly alike. Sometimes you may not catch whether it was an M for mother or N as in nephew. But notice that are you an American is a yes/no question, and so it has the yes/no question marker ma at the end. While what's your nationality is not a yes/no question, and so doesn't have ma at the end. The interrogative element in what's your nationality is the word 哪, which. Let's compare the two questions. The English will follow the Chinese after a pause to give you a chance to decide for yourself which question is being asked.
你是哪国人？
What's your nationality?
你是美国人吗？
Are you an American?
你是哪国人？
What's your nationality?
你是美国人吗？
Are you an American? Once you've established someone's nationality, you may want to ask what part of the country they come from. For example, what province or major city of China? Listen to this exchange. Where are you from?
你是哪儿的人？你是哪儿的人？
I'm from Shanghai.
我是上海人。我是上海人。
Let's look at the answer first. You already know the word
人
person, as in
中国人
literally China person. You can also add
人
to the names of cities and provinces. Listen to Shanghai person.
上海人，上海人，上海人。
What Miss Hu is saying is, I'm a Shanghai person. Listen to her reply. Where are you from?
你是哪儿的人？你是哪儿的人？
I'm from Shanghai.
我是上海人，我是上海人。
Where are you from is an idiomatic but rather free translation of the question.
你是哪儿的人？
The Chinese is actually something like, you are a person of where? The word for where is
哪儿？哪儿？哪儿？
listen for
哪儿？
meaning where. Where are you from?
你是哪儿的人？你是哪儿的人？
I'm from Shanghai.
我是上海人，我是上海人。
Be sure to associate the low tone with the word for where,
哪儿？
since the word for there is
那儿？
in the falling tone. This is one of the best illustrations of the importance of tones in Chinese. The possibilities for confusion between
哪儿？
where and
那儿？
there are obvious. Here's the word for where again.
哪儿？哪儿？哪儿？
The weak syllable de in
哪儿的人？
is a marker of the possessive. We translate
哪儿的人？
as a person of where, using of for the possessive marker de. But in the process, we reverse the order. In Chinese, the word for where comes first, and the word for person last. So a closer, although even less idiomatic translation is with the English possessive ending apostrophe s, where's person. Here's a somewhat more straightforward example of the possessive marker de. You need to know that
先生，
can mean husband as well as Mr. and Sir. Listen, he's Feng Baolan's husband.
他是方宝兰的先生，他是方宝兰的先生，
In the phrase
方宝兰的先生。
Feng Baolan's husband, it's clear that the marker de is working like our possessive apostrophe s. Now let's go back to the exchange with
哪儿的人？
where's person or a person of where. Listen, where are you from?
你是哪儿的人？你是哪儿的人？
I'm from Shanghai.
我是上海人，我是上海人，
Here it is live.
你是哪儿的人？
我是上海人。
Here's a similar exchange. Listen, where is he from?
他是哪儿的人？他是哪儿的人？
He's from Shàndōng.
他是山东人。他是山东人。
Shàndōng is one of the provinces in North China. Listen to Shàndōng person.
山东人，山东人，山东人。
Here's the exchange live.
他是哪儿的人？
他是山东人。
If the question, where are you from, is asked of an American, the expected answer is the name of a state. In Chinese, there's a phonetic approximation for the name of each American state. Here's California, for example.
加利福尼亚，加利福尼亚，加利福尼亚。
Several states, California among them, have abbreviated names consisting of the first syllable of the phonetic version and the syllable zhou, or state. Here's the abbreviated name for California.
加州，加州，加州。
Listen to this exchange. Where are you from?
你是哪儿的人？你是哪儿的人？
I'm a Californian.
我是加州人。我是加州人。
Here it is live.
你是哪儿的人？
我是加州人。
All right, that's the end of this lesson. Remember to head over to Lenguin.com to do the exercises. That's Lenguin, as in Lenguin the Penguin. Thanks for watching. I want to thank all of our supporters who have helped to make these courses possible. We want to keep these courses free, and with your help, we can do that. So be sure to head over to our Patreon page, where in exchange for as little as $1, you'll get bonus stuff. Until next time, stay cool.